Today we're going to do some updates on the ecosystems. This was the land ecosystem that I had. Yeah, there's actually grasshoppers. I didn't know they could breathe with the two back legs would move, but they could. It was only four in here. Now it's a lot of them in here. I obviously try to remove the back legs of every last one because I don't want them running around and jumping around and breaking the fourth wall. So that's why I removed their back legs. You see, this occipod right here has probably been in here ever since the start of the ecosystem, or ever since I covered it with dirt. And this is some other soil. It's a bunch of hidings, and it's some beetles in here too. Also, the thing about this enclosure though is there's no worms in here. There used to be a skink in here, a ground skink, or a little brown skink, but I released it because I knew I was making all these changes to the ecosystem and I didn't want it to die in the mix. So, yeah. This is my water ecosystem I made for the snails. This is actually a new thing. I covered the top layer with dirt, and slowly the dirt has been dropping. It's not like fully covered. It's almost like a swamp because I put some plants in here. And the plants can grow, and over time it'll just be like a swamp. Eventually it'll suck up all the things in there and then go through an evolutionary change in the ecosystem for or organism or whatever it's called living in there. Especially since they're all the snails and such living in here has a big top layer so they can't even see through it. This is my green giant I'm reviving. Sorry for the mess. But right here is my watermelon. I mean, not watermelon, but tomato vine. It actually showed up out of nowhere. One time, I guess we ate tomatoes and threw seeds out, and then that's where that came from. And that is only like 1.5 months old. No, it has no ripe tomatoes yet. There's only one, and that one, I guess, cause we got rats that live right there. They do not come in the house though, so I think they're field mice, and they made deep holes like them right there. It's some of the holes that they've made, and so yeah, they bit the tomato and ate it. This is my enclosure that y'all all knew. The snail population is really low. There's probably 2 to 4 living snails in here. The rest are like that guy, they're dead. Look, I just caught one. There is a he jumped out. There are not those gold minnows that I used to have in there, but they're actually wild minnows. They're mosquito fish. So yeah, and they actually breed in here. So every once in a while I take a little tiny one and feed it to my bigger fish. They're not super big. It's a lot of babies in the tank, but yeah. This is my bush. It actually got cut down, and these are the new shoots that came up from the summer. And before this summer, the longest shoot was yet probably this high, and now it's starting to get the form of a bush again. And under this is where I used to keep my English ivy plant, but I brung that inside because it was covering it too much. This is my bush. A lot of it got, one of my dogs actually chewed the bush up. So we moved the dog, moved it to another place to where it could get to this. And over time it's been growing. You can see a little bit of moss growing on it there. And a little weed growing right there. This is our other bush. It's doing pretty good. A little bit new growth at the bottom. Obviously, this is the fish tank. This is the pinkish one. This is the new Oscar we got. Some of the fish you seen last time died. I think last time we had 2 Oscars, both of them died because that fell down and they swam up in it and passed away. We have a I just got this guy maybe 4 days ago. There's a blood red parrot cichlid in here. We got him when he was probably this little. He probably this big now. Just within 2 months. This is the ballast sharks. These are the pond fish that were really little when we put in here. And now they're bigger than the Oscar. They're probably half of the size of Oscar when I put them in here. And now they're bigger than the Oscar. Obviously the African cichlid, the pink kissing gourami, and the where is the eel at? I don't know where he's at right now. He be hiding in the tunnel. Oh look, that's the Plecostomus, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know where the zigzag eel is at right now. Oh, that's the one. That's the I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, blood red parrot cichlid. But they're actually more of an oranges than blood red. Oh, that's the zigzag eel right there. He is just chilling. I feed them bloodworms. I put two little squares of bloodworms in there in the morning. One on this side and one on the other side. So they fall down at the same time. So these guys can't just automatically grab them and rip them apart. And one right here and one right here in the night. So basically pretty much they eat like maybe every 12 hours. Or maybe 8 to 12 hours they eat. So yeah. Like say they eat 9 o'clock in the morning, they'll eat 9 o'clock in the afternoon. Or they eat like 8 o'clock in the morning, they might eat 7 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, you know. And this Oscar, we've only had for around 4 days and he's been doing great. Albino tiger Oscar. So yeah. These are my potato plant and aloe vera and baby pine tree. These are my toads and blue-tailed skinks. But I'll make a following video to that. Peace.